Remember the good old days of Nickelodeon, Cartoon Network, and Disney Channel? We sure do.
Clifford's so much fun, he's a friend to us all. I love Clifford, the big red dog.
Welcome to MsMojo, and today we'll be counting down our picks for the top 10 animated kids shows that give us a feeling of nostalgia.
Thanks a doodly dibbity poop diddy doodly doo!
Before we begin, we publish new videos every day, so be sure to subscribe for more great content. For this list, we're taking a look at cartoons that hit us right in the childhood. We've excluded shows that are still currently running, such as Arthur. Number 10, Kim Possible.
Stitch me.
Scanning indicates Draken's atmosphere disruptor is right below you.
Let's rock.
Its action, humor, and colorful characters bring back fond memories, but Kim Possible might have had an even greater impact than we realized at the time. When it arrived, kids shows were generally broken into two categories, boys shows and girls shows. Although the main character here was a female high school student, Kim's wit, confidence, and all-around awesomeness could appeal to both demographics.
KP, are you listening?
Cousin Sean, big bully, gravy down the pants. Oh, why don't you tell your parents?
Aside from breaking down gender barriers, the series did a wonderful job at parodying everything from spies to superheroes.
Well,
The usual. I attack, she fights.
have we become that predictable?
Apparently so.
Despite wrapping up in 2007, Kim Possible's influence can still be felt in numerous modern cartoons, such as Star vs. the Forces of Evil.
Shiny Emerald Snake Strike!
Number 9, the Looney Tunes franchise.
Morning, ladies. Lady. Could you tell me the shortest route to Pittsburgh?
Although many of the classic shorts technically premiered on the big screen, it's safe to say that most kids discovered Looney Tunes on the small screen.
To know what heights we'll hit. On with the show, this is it.
If your family owned a television, then Bugs, Daffy, and Porky were all Saturday morning regulars. And shorts, like What's Opera Doc and Duck Amuck, were mainstays.
Stand back, musketeers. They shall sample my blade.
Outside of the Bugs Bunny show, which ran from 1960 to 2000, the franchise has also inspired countless spin-offs and spiritual successors, such as Tiny Toon Adventures.
We're tiny.
We're Toony, we're all a little loony, and in this cartoony we're invading your TV.
Truly immortal figures, the Looney Tunes have been shaping childhoods for generations, and are showing no sign of fading away.
You're our sidekick. Sidekick? No way.
Number 8, the Smurfs. If you took the 7 dwarfs, shrunk them down, dyed them blue, you'd get the Smurfs.
Okay, Smurfs. We need plenty of Smurf berries. So everybody pick a direction and go Smurf them.
Although they actually started in comics, these cuddly creatures peaked in popularity during the 80s with their long-running TV series.
Smurf Day, dear dreamy, happy Smurf Day to you. Yay!
The show followed the residents of the Smurf village as they embarked on magical adventures, while also trying to avoid the dastardly Gargamel.
We're getting closer, Azrael. I can feel it. The Smurfs are almost mine.
Selling a plethora of merchandise, scoring multiple Daytime Emmy nominations, and even producing a few primetime specials, the franchise has been rebooted in both live-action and animated forms. However, the original cartoon remains the most iconic version.
Long live Astro Smurf! 3 cheers for Astro Smurf! Hooray!
Number 7, Rugrats.
For big peoples, and not for little babies.
The 90s marked a golden age for Nickelodeon, and Rugrats was often cited as the network's flagship show. When you're still in diapers, the most mundane activities can feel like a grand adventure, and this series tackled them all.
Too big for bottles. Too big for bottles. Too big for bottles.
At the same time, it wasn't afraid to address more serious issues, like the loss of a parent and the inevitability of growing up.
Boy, Tommy, that was scary. Being the big people is awful. I'm not never growing up.
Finding an unlikely balance of being both juvenile and adult, Rugrats conjured a wide array of emotions. Whether the show was aiming to make us laugh or cry, though, it always captured the wonder of being a toddler, resonating with the kid in us all.
Oh, no, Tommy, your mommy's got 2. That means the lip shits is gonna be both our mommies. Yeah!
Number 6, Sailor Moon.
Okay. Moon Prism Power!
Japanese animation was once regarded as an underground fad in North America. As the 21st century drew closer, however, the genre entertained the mainstream, with shows like Sailor Moon spawning cult followings among Western audiences.
On behalf of the moon, I shall right wrongs and triumph over evil, and that means you.
Like Power Rangers, with a dash of girl power, this series centered on the lead heroine and her fellow Sailor Scouts as they defended the galaxy.
I'll take care of them, melt their hearts, Mars fire ignite!
One of the earliest shows to air on Cartoon Network's Toonami block, Sailor Moon was a gateway anime for many. The show could additionally be seen as a launching point for the magical girl anime trope, and holds a special place in the hearts of otaku everywhere.
Moon Tiara Magic!
Number 5. DuckTales.
Money is to be taken seriously. Didn't your Uncle Donald teach you anything?
Much like Indiana Jones, DuckTales encompassed all of the fun, imagination, and thrills of an old-school adventure serial.
It may be quicker, but it sure is wetter.
Revolving around Scrooge McDuck and his 3 nephews, the show took audiences to the ends of the world, back in time, and beyond the stars on expeditions for gold.
What's that noise? Money! I recognize those coins. The money bin must have sprung a leak.
Of course, it didn't really matter if the treasure hunt ended with a huge payday, as the journey was the true reward. DuckTales put the Disney afternoon on the map. And even after all these years, we still can't get that catchy theme song out of our heads.
DuckTales, woo. Every day they're out there making.
So when Disney announced the 2017 reboot, fans couldn't help but collectively cheer, woo! Number 4. Scooby-Doo, Where Are You?
Scooby-Doo, where are you?
Scooby-Doo remains one of the most enduring cartoon characters ever, earning top billing in several different incarnations over the decades. Some of them have been great, others not so much.
Uncle Scooby? Hi, I'm Scrappy-Doo!
In either case, we always come back to the groovy series that started it all.
What do you say? Let's go find the others.
After 5 grueling days of school, there wasn't a better way to kick off the weekend than with a bowl of sugar-coated cereal and a new mystery to solve with the Scooby Gang.
Hey, Scooby's up to something. Somebody's behind that fence.
Sure, eventually we'd notice that each mystery followed a pretty familiar formula. Even then though, the show kept us totally invested with its lovable characters, creative baddies, and atmospheric settings.
Zoinks! Don't look now, but company's coming.
Number 3. The Flintstones.
You know, Barn, anybody can put up a tent, but it takes a real outdoorsman to catch fish.
The Flintstones broke bedrock as the first animated program to land a spot in primetime. In the same vein as I Love Lucy, The Honeymooners, and Bewitched, the show not only attracted younger viewers, but grown-up audiences as well.
Hey, Barn, you okay? Yeah, Fred. Whoa, that was close.
Whether you watched the show with your family during its initial run, or caught the reruns on Saturday mornings years later, The Flintstones seems to have a nostalgic effect on everyone, which is actually quite fitting given its prehistoric setting.
You know, Barney, the trouble with today's living is all the adventures taken out of life. Everything's too easy, too safe.
While animation has come a long way since Fred first said yabba dabba doo, The Flintstones maintains a certain charm that won't be going extinct anytime soon.
I think I see a light up ahead, Fred.
Yabba dabba doo, Barney! I think we're gonna get out of here.
Number 2. Animaniacs.
It's time for Animaniacs.
The Looney Tunes might be in a league of their own, but no show replicated the genius of Chuck Jones and Tex Avery quite like Animaniacs. Showcasing fast-paced animation and ingenious writing, this cartoon aimed to entertain audiences of all ages, and it never failed to hit a bullseye. Since much of the humor derived from pop culture, you'd think some episodes would feel dated years later.
No dinner with Mel Gibson?
No dancing with Michelle Pfeiffer?
No chit-chat with Don Knotts.
Yet the comedy holds up phenomenally well, and that's largely thanks to its timeless characters.
In a receiving line, if I introduced her to you, what would be the proper greeting?
Hello, nurse.
You could place the Warners, Pinky and the Brain, or Slappy Squirrel in any period, and the results would be hysterical. Before we reveal our top pick, here are a few honorable mentions.
If someone is speaking to us, Piglet, we must answer, or they might think us impolite.
Oh, it'll be so great when I'm a Care Bear. I can hardly wait to be a Care Bear. What are you guys, new? Yeah, we're the Powerpuff Girls. And it takes a lot more than a couple of cheap shots to make us cry.
Number 1. The Magic School Bus.
Please let this be a normal field trip.
With a Frizz? No way!
Growing up, we all fantasized about how school could be a more engaging experience. For example, what if our teacher was a flamboyant free spirit with a thirst for adventure?
Hold down the bus, Liz. We're going in. To the high.
What if our school bus could transform into a rocket, submarine, and other vehicles? What if we went on field trips to the moon, under the sea, and inside the human body, without any permission slips?
Welcome to outer space, class. The only planetarium open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. And how are all my astronauts doing?
The Magic School Bus made these daydreams a reality, as Miss Frizzle's class embarked on voyages that managed to be fun and educational. The original series may have ended in 1997, but the Magic School Bus will ride again in a Netflix series with Kate McKinnon as the Frizz. Do you agree with our picks? Check out these other great clips from MsMojo and subscribe for new videos every day.